Hello, this is Jim Duggar with Basis Technologies, and I'm joined today by James Roberts, our CTO, and we're going to talk a little bit about DevOps. But before we get into that conversation, James, you've been working in SAP for really quite a while. Tell us a little bit about your background and what your expertise is around DevOps for SAP.
Okay, well, I'm currently the CTO at Basis Technologies. I've been working here for 10 years. Basis Technologies specialize in SAP change and test automation solutions with a particular focus on DevOps, which is what we're talking about today. I've been working in SAP for more years than I care to remember, 25 at the last count. So I'm well aware of the challenges that SAP environments and infrastructure bring, and the challenge of adopting a more agile approach in there.
Mm-hmm. And in general, what does Basis Technologies do as a company?
We're an SAP software partner. We focus around change automation and test automation, and essentially we're trying to bring SAP into the 21st century and bring in the techniques that are commonplace and very successful outside SAP into SAP development and delivery processes. Our customers will attest to the fact that we're doing that pretty well.
So let's get to the DevOps conversation, because when I think of SAP, I think of a very successful ERP platform. The development process is definitely different than it might be in, say, like a C# or a Java, but it's worked, and it's worked for really quite a long time. So why should someone be thinking about DevOps for an ERP platform that's probably the dominant one in the world right now, and why is it a thing around SAP?
It's worked well up to now because SAP organizations have put safety first, and they've implemented a lot of rigor and control around their processes. They've implemented fairly long release cycles where we make sure we deliver everything perfectly well. The problem today is that that's not good enough for businesses. The digital world that we live in and customer expectation means we have to be able to deliver much faster, much more frequently, and to give the business the innovation they need on a much quicker level with higher quality. This is what DevOps brings to SAP organizations, and this is what SAP now has to be able to respond to.
So if someone were to go down the DevOps road, what would be the kind of benefits that they would expect? It sounds like this is not only a technology change, but also maybe a substantial cultural one, at least outside of SAP. It certainly is.
Indeed it is. I mean, it's on three levels. We need to think about the culture, the effect on people and the teams and how they interact with each other. We need to think about changing our processes, evolve to a much more agile way of delivering software, and we need to think about automation and tooling. How do we support all that so we can do everything in an automated and integrated way? The outcomes of doing this is also three key things. We're going to get much faster delivery, much better quality of applications, less incidents in production, happier users, and we're also going to take away the risk of delivery. It's really important. We can't impact business continuity, and those three compelling outcomes are a great reason to think about getting started with this for SAP.
So if I'm a technical audience in my company and I'm wanting to help the business understand what they should expect because of these positive changes, what might I measure? What metrics might I look at in my own daily operations as a software developer to create that understanding of value for the organization?
Yeah, I think it's important. You have to build a business case to do anything. Yeah, mm-hmm. So we need to look at our historical data. Look at the cost of application delivery today. Look at the cost of failure. How many failures are we getting when we deploy change? How long does it take to get from a requirement to the business? In many organizations, that can take months or even years. We need to reduce all these metrics down. And we can demonstrate that a DevOps and Agile approach will help to improve these things. So looking at those historical measures in your organization today will help you formulate a business case to change.
That sounds like a great answer, and it sounds like a great approach as well. So I want to say thanks for taking some time to make a video with us, and look forward to chatting with you again soon.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Jim.